You are listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard.
Welcome, Tomies, to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. I am DM Dave, and to the left I have...
Henley. Boudreaux.
Tuck.
Roscoe.
And Fenrir.
And before we get started, another little joke I have for you. Except this one, I heard a story the other day, and I couldn't quite remember how it ended. The other day, I was hearing a story about a missing medieval servant. But, like I said, I couldn't figure out the ending, so I tried to type it into Google. And I was a little frustrated because the only results that it showed was page not found.
Ha ha, very funny.
Love it.
You really said page not found, not like error 404 or something?
Maybe that was the page's name.
504.
I don't know. But fall. Maybe it was the page's name, 404. But
Oh, yeah.
still couldn't find it.
Dang it.
Yeah, unfortunate. Good.
Yeah.
Do I need to explain the joke? Or you?
Well, a page is like somebody that helps the knights, right?
Yep,
Yes.
medieval servant.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
job, Elsie.
Or my daughter's middle name, either way.
Nice. I didn't know she was a servant.
That's why you have
Different
kids.
kind of page.
Servant of Mordor.
Yeah.
These are kids are just servants you raise in your own home.
Oh.
You didn't know that.
But they most of the time
Say
they're very
no.
disobedient. All right, anyways. Indentured servants. Okay. Their summary last time. Stillhammer's Sunset Brawl has come to an end. Fenrir and Lookin had a bard off. Banjovi won his first wrestling match.
It's Boo Jovi.
Boo. Joe.
Boo, Jovi. But you played a banjo.
Did I?
You had a banjo.
But my name was Boo Jovi.
Okay, Booty Jovi
Aye.
won his first match. Roscoe beat Hurla, and Hurla tried to steal a kiss, but failed. The match of Kelbreck and Raleigh is over, with Kelbreck as the victor. There is much to celebrate. However, who won the bard off? Who had the better song? Let us travel back in time a bit, to the beginning of the Sunset Brawl. Falden stands ready to announce the winner of the bard off. So, listeners, Tomies, in the last episode I mentioned we were going to put the two songs on social medias and let you guys vote. I decided to put it on our Discord as a Discord-only vote. So our Discord members, if you want to join our Discord, check the show notes. The Discord listeners voted, and Falden is ready to announce the winner. Falden stands up, and he goes, "What an amazing bards we have here. But we can only have one winner. And I'm going to let you, the audience, tell me who did it better." First off, we had Lookin.
Get off the stage.
Okay, that was all right. What about Fenrir?
Oh, yeah, go Fenrir!
Get off the stage too.
Oh, wait, that's me.
Fenrir's like, "Brr." Well, I think the audience has said it, and the winner is Fenrir.
Thank you.
You see Lookin. He approaches Falden and whispers something in his ear. And Falden kind of is nodding. And then he looks at Lookin, nods with a happy grin. He looks over at the bar, and he kind of lifts up his finger and kind of circles it in the air. And all of a sudden you see the bartender. What was her name? I'd like to say it was
Bree.
Page?
Just a half
It was Bree. Bree.
I think it was Bree, yeah.
It was the cheese. Bree.
So Bree, the bartender, starts just grabbing all these cups and start filling them up. So you hear those closer to the bar start hearing that she's calling all the servers in. These servers are all dressed up in kind of wrestling gear. Some of them have masks. Some of them have those tights that wrestlers use. And so they're all dressed up in different wrestling gear. And they all start piling drinks on their plate, on their serving trays, and you see them start handing drinks out. Low-key stands up, and he goes, "It was a valiant fight of mine. But to celebrate Fenrir's victory, I have asked Falden if I could purchase a round for everyone in celebration of Fenrir's victory." You hear a loud cheer from the crowd. Yeah!
I love alcohol.
Okay. So everybody, you see all these servers going around handing out random drinks. Fenrir, where are you at this moment?
I will be kind of making my way, because after winning, I imagine like he'd want to be like, "Hey, thank you." So he'd be trying to make his way up to Falden.
Okay. So you're making your way up the stage. Falden is saying, "Fenrir, get up here, get up here." As you pass Low Key, he grabs you by the arm before you head up the stage, and he goes, "This isn't over, Fenrir. Meet me behind the tavern, one-on-one, alone. We have unfinished business. Let's finish this like men." And then he just walks off.
He'll, with the like cheering of the crowd and stuff, and Falden calling him up, he'll kind of look back at Low Key and just kind of like shake his head a little bit. And he's just like, "Finish what?" And then he'll kind of mutter that under his breath, like not like whispering it, but he's not gonna like yell it at Low Key either. And then he'll just make his way up to the stage.
Kind of like, if by chance he hears it, great. But if
Right.
not, you did say it.
Right.
Okay, Falden introduces you. The crowd goes wild for you. Did you want to say anything?
He's just going to thank the crowd. So, hey, thank you. I've been working on that piece for a little bit for, the last couple weeks now. There's still some fine tuning of that, but I appreciate it. And then he's going to hold up his hat. Tips are welcome.
Woo! Okay, awesome. So, as I said, the drinks are being handed around. Does anybody take a free drink?
No.
I'll take one.
Okay.
Henley takes one.
Fenrir will take one.
Boudreaux does not.
I would imagine Boudreaux is kind of being rushed in the back because this is about when you're getting ready for your fight,
Yeah.
your wrestling thing. Tick?
Nope.
Okay. Fenrir, as you're kind of like making your way through the crowd, you see a particular, almost like a small halfling kind of walk up to you. He's wearing a kind of a luchador mask, so it's covering his whole face. It has maple leaves of different sizes all over his mask, and the maple leaves are all different colors as well. He's wearing this kind of vest-like thing. It's tied in the front, and it is like a dark reddish color. And he's wearing kind of like a matching pants with those. He has 2 drinks on his plate, on his little serving tray, and he catches you and he offers you one.
Yeah, so I'll take it.
Okay, and you see him grab the other one, and he kind of tucks the serving tray underneath his arm. He's like, "Congratulations on your win."
Thank you.
And he like clings to you, and he's like, "To the best bard."
Yes.
So he gulps his drink down. Do you gulp your drink down?
Yep.
So as you drink it, you get like a familiar taste to it. You can roll me a intelligence check or a wisdom check on this to see if you can kind of recognize the taste.
8.
Okay. You don't quite get the taste of it, but it's like, this is very familiar. It's not like a negative, a bad taste, but it's like, this reminds me of a taste of a drink that I have drinking quite a bit in the past. And the halfling, drinks his down, and he's like, It's not quite there, but eventually I will get that taste down.
What taste?
Oh,
I recognize that.
oh yes, long ago, I've been doing some traveling, trying to get into the business, as a little wrestler, and I tasted this one peach mead, and I'm trying to kind of replicate it, and so this is my little attempt to kind of replicate it.
Do you want me to Do you want some tips?
Well, sure. What kind of tips do you
I mean,
got?
I don't have them, but I know a guy that would.
Oh, speaking of Roscoe, if I don't get to him, will you let Roscoe know? I'm going to see if I can serve him a drink and see if I can find him anywhere. Let the Roscoe know. Good luck in his battle,
Okay.
because he seems like a tough little halfling. Seems like nothing can keep him down.
Darn straight.
That's pretty accurate.
Okay, well, I better go finish serving.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make sure I tell him.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Okay. You drink this down, and it seems a little sharper, a little more strong than Roscoe's peach mead ever was. Seems to have a little more alcohol to it than flavor, and that might have been why you kind of missed that peach flavor to it. Okay, and as he starts walking away, so there's torches everywhere, and as he starts walking away, you can notice on the back of his vest, there's like a misty hand shape. It's either misty or smoky, a hand shape on the back, and it kind of, when it catches the light, that's when you see kind of the imprint of the smoky, misty hand.
Okay.
And he walks off, and you see him grab some more drinks and starts serving more drinks around. Okay, so now Boudreaux's going up on stage, getting his wrestling match going. Whoa. Fenrir, were you going to accept the challenge of low key or kind of just blow it off?
Yeah, I mean, Fenrir's really curious, and he's a bit confused, but he's curious about what's going on, so he would go out there.
Okay, about when would you go out there? Because Boudreaux's match is about to start.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, I would wait until after Boudreaux and Roscoe have fought.
Okay. I will have you roll me another Constitution saving throw.
5.
5. Okay. It's starting to hit you a little bit. Okay. And maybe this possibly could be influencing your decision now. Be like, you're just seeing your friends do some fighting,
Right.
and you could possibly, don't let me take over your character.
Yeah. So at that, yeah. I mean, if it's after I seen fight, like if it's starting to hit me a little bit, it's just like, oh man, I really want to do this, and then he'll go out there.
Okay. So you head out there, and you walk behind the tavern, the inn where the wrestling's happening, and you see Loki leaning against this barrel in the back. And he turns, he's like, I didn't think you were going to make it, Fenrir.
That's funny coming from someone who just lost to Fenrir.
Yes. Well,
You know, you did a good job though. Like I enjoyed the song. Very well put together.
Make me another Constitution saving throw.
12.
Okay. You're still pretty much focused, but you are starting to feel kind of the effects of this alcohol. You're starting to lose concentration a little bit and feeling kind of loosey-goosey, like your limbs and everything. Low key pulls out kind of it looks like a staff, but as he's kind of playing with it, the moon is out, the clouds have cleared away, there's still cobblestone behind there, but you can tell that it's been wet because it's been raining recently. And you see him pull out this kind of metal rod. It looks like a staff, but it's made out of metal. He's like, so Fenrir, why don't you tell me where my father's treasure went? You were the last one to see him. You were the last one to be with him. And now all his treasures are missing?
Dude,
He is gone, and you are still here?
What do you mean he's gone?
Nobody knows where he's at, and you were the last one to see him alive.
We were traveling together, and he decided that we needed to split off because he I don't know, like I feel like he was trying to let me be you, and I can't be you, and so he left to go find you. Like he left me to go find you, like years ago. Like, yeah, we were traveling. We were traveling together. We were treasure hunting, and my recollection is you had the opportunity to come with us, and you decided not to. But maybe that's for another day. But he left me. Like, we were just about to find the pseudo dragon that we've been looking for, and he decided he was going to go find you.
What lies? And he reaches and he swings his staff to hit you. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay. So you're able to stumble back far enough for him to miss. He's like, I highly doubt that's the fact. You took him because you convinced him to take you instead of me. You convinced him to show you where all his treasures were, and then you disposed of him somehow. You took all his money, you took all his treasures, and left me nothing. Make me a Constitution saving throw again.
4.
4, okay. So he's going to take another swing at you. Ooh, this one's a natural 20.
Miss.
Miss.
Oh my goodness.
The Constitution saving throws secretly have just been like bolstering.
Okay, that's 10 damage.
Does anything happen to him with the scarecrow stuff?
You don't have the wreath or anything anymore, do you?
No,
Oh,
but
but
I still have the sewing thing. Like, the needle was... I don't know.
I don't know either.
So with that hit and your kind of low constitution right now, you kind of stumble to the ground, and he's actually going to take another hit at you. What did you do with his money? That one's an 18.
That's a hit.
Oh, because he got you need to add 10 more damage to the last one because I forgot to add the crit damage to that. And this one's 6 damage. You gonna respond to him at all?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like, he left. I didn't take any of his treasure.
You lie!
He left me this note.
And he goes to hit you again. Then out of the darkness, you just see like a blurred image just tackle low key. And you see this guy just start wailing on him. You kind of recognize this guy. He's been kind of with the guy who he's kind of tall, kind of thin, but he's probably about 6'2", 6'3", really thin, has like a dirty blonde, long hair, kind of scrappy, and is not a well-kept beard, and it's kind of a patchy beard. This person, you've seen him around the tavern a little bit, doing kind of odds and end jobs, cleaning the chamber pots, cleaning after the matches when Boudreaux finishes, especially Hurla and Roscoe's fight. He kind of goes in there to clean things up a little bit, kind of doing the odd and end jobs of things. He's the one who came out and just tackled Loki, and as you hear him just hitting Loki in the face.
Hey, wait! Don't hurt him. Don't. He should be okay.
So as he's hitting him, you hear, "Where did he go? Who is he? I know you know who he is. Now tell me. Tell me now." And Loki is just, yelling back, "Get off me. Leave me alone. I'm not going to tell you anything." He's trying to fight back, and eventually this guy just knocks him out. Loki is knocked out. You see this guy kind of like looking around. He starts tying him up and gagging Loki. Then he looks over at you, and he comes running up to you, kind of checking on you. And he says, "If that friend of his is who I think he is, you have been poisoned, and it seems that he has given you a heavy dose. You need help now. Let's get you inside." As you fade, Fenrir, you see in the distance an approaching scarecrow as your vision fades to black.
Womp womp.
Back to you guys. So everybody is celebrating. Now we're jumping back to the celebration of Kelbrek. Had just won his fight with Drelly. Boudreaux's in the ring, celebrating with everybody, and things are starting to kind of settle down now. People are having fun. People are drinking. There's the betting station is now handing out their money. So, with that, Roscoe,
Yeah.
you earned some money here.
Yeah.
Because you bet some money on Fenrir winning. I think it was about 25 silver.
Yeah.
You get 70 silver for that win.
Yeah.
And I think you bet 5 on yourself.
Yeah.
You get 25 for that. And you get 50 for fighting in the ring. So a total of 145
Thank you,
silver.
'cause I was having a hard time doing that.
Total of 145 silver. Boudreaux, you also get 50 for participating.
Yeah.
But it seems Fenrir is missing to collect his 50.
I'll collect it soon.
I got it! What do you guys do now?
I'm looking around for one of our party members, specifically one of leadership.
So anybody except Dick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say Roscoe is right there with you because he's there collecting money as well. Henley, you could be with them as well.
Yep.
Tick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to sneak pieces of food off of people's plates. To
Okay.
Stuff them in my robes.
Go ahead and roll me advantage. Everybody's drunk. Everybody's having a good time. Roll me advantage. This is pretty much to see if you fail. It's going to be really hard to fail on this. Just don't roll 2 ones, pretty much.
Just sleight of hand or stuff. Everybody.
Sleight of hand.
Right.
No, just her. She's
Oh.
stealing food.
Oh.
Or he's stealing food. Tick is.
14.
Okay, yeah. You're able to get quite a bit. Your pockets are pretty full.
Okay. And then once people start to really, really seem like inebriated, I want to try and pickpocket some of them.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Same thing. Make this a little harder because it's stuff on them.
That's a 21.
Okay, yeah. Let's say through everybody's pickpocketing that you were able to do, you're able to collect about 32 silver and about 48 copper. Are you doing anything, Henley?
I'm just barely sipping on the mug of
That free drink that
the
you
free
got?
drink. She's not really big into alcohol, but she'll like social drink. Just sipping on it, And she's probably somewhat in a corner, just watching everybody. Just enjoying people watching and just keeping an eye out for trouble.
Okay. With your observing here, you do see this lanky guy who has long, dirty blonde hair and a scruffy beard, very
Okay.
patchy. You see him go up to Falden, he seems like has a worried face on him. And Falden kind of looks around. You see him, the guy talking. He's kind of looking around, and he sees you kind of off in the corner, and he points in your direction and kind of waves you over.
Oh, well, I come over then.
And when he points at you and waves you over, you start coming, and that guy is coming towards you, the scruffy-looking
Oh,
guy.
okay.
The Nerfherder.
Nerfherder.
Have
So-
I seen him around at all?
You've seen him around with your people watching. He's the one that's been cleaning up any messes around the tavern. He's been the one cleaning up the messes that are happening in the ring. If there was a bloody fight, he goes in there and cleans up the blood and everything, kind of preps it for the next fight. He's been doing kind of odd and ends, dirty jobs like that.
Okay.
So he approaches you and he's like, "Do you know a person named Fenrir?"
I do, yes. He's in my adventuring party. Is he okay? Is
He
something
is in
wrong?
trouble.
Oh, no.
I have him up in one of the rooms now. I have the local herbalist.
We need
Della.
Boudreaux. Boudreaux!
I was walking towards one of the people anyways. One of the...
Because you were looking for something. I did say Roscoe's kind of next to you.
I
Oh,
also...
then I met Roscoe.
Okay.
Boudreaux. Boudreaux, come here, come here.
Do I hear her?
Roll a perception check.
It's like,
Because it is pretty loud.
loud, yeah. Probably not. Let's take a look. Can add 2 plus something. Perception.
You're proficient in it?
Oh, yeah, I remember how to D&D. What's that? 7.
Okay, yeah, you're not picking it up. You're focused on getting to Roscoe. Go ahead and start talking to Roscoe.
Have you seen Benny?
No.
He didn't pick up his money.
It's very peculiar for a guy who likes his money.
No.
Boudreaux.
Oh, yeah?
And I kind of like scruff him.
Hey, whoa! Oh, you have a bunch of dirt on you now.
Oh. Yeah, I shake off the dirt and wipe it on my pants. Fenrir is upstairs in a room. He's in trouble. The guy I'm with thinks he's been poisoned. Go now, and I start pushing him.
And I go.
Clouds of dirt just fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, as every step running up the stairs is just poof, 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 poof.
Roscoe.
Do I see Tick anywhere? Because I think knowing that Fenny is in trouble, Tick might want to know.
I would imagine Tick's enjoying being Tick,
I'm
stealing things.
preoccupied.
As you kind of weave your way through the stairs, you're keeping an eye out. And plus, you're
Roll-
small
roll it.
too, so you got to
roll for that. to see if
go
I
ahead and roll me
see-
an investigation check. And we'll do it against your stealth, because you are trying to be stealthy, Tick. And see as his perception, his investigation can see you.
What'd you get, Willis?
16.
We got a 19.
Okay. Okay, you're able to catch Tick at the corner of your eye.
Okay. Can I throw something at him?
Go ahead.
Pull a coin and throw it at Tick.
Okay, you're
Try to
gonna.
get his attention without causing too much chaos.
Okay, so are you trying to hit him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not
Go-
not like injure, hurt, hit. But
Right,
just
right.
Like,
I just want to see how well you are at
Here's
here's
throwing
a
his
it.
copper.
attention.
Look at me.
So
Get
go
his
ahead
attention.
and go ahead and make an attack, even though this isn't an attack. You're
What
trying to get the attention of
See if you hit.
the goblin. See if it hits him in a location that will get his attention.
It's just what D20 plus my strength
D20 plus your dexterity.
dex. Okay, that's a good number too, so we'll take it. That isn't 18.
Against your armor?
Oh, yeah. Hits me.
Okay. You feel kind of just a metallic thing just kind of
Pink.
Kinda hit
What
you.
kind of food are they serving?
They're feeding like chicken legs.
They're fooding.
Can I?
And
They're fooding.
they're fooding.
They're
Can
fooding
I
chicken
be
legs.
in the middle of like trying to swipe a chicken leg off of somebody's plate and have it hit me?
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
just drop it back on the plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh crap. I look around.
And you see Roscoe.
Kind of waving him like, and I'm gonna like not yell it, but like kind of mouth like, Fenrir.
Yeah, he's kind of pointing to the stairs, and he starts pointing. You can see Boudreaux, Henley kind of rushing Boudreaux up the stairs, and
Pushing him.
you see this other. You've seen him around too.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of leading everybody up the stairs.
In a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
I want to pick up the copper piece because I don't. I'm assuming it probably fell to the ground. And then, well, if I have to, and then I'll go.
Okay. Welcome to Tomes of the Chaos Bard Mid-Show Break. I am Rupert Bumpkin. Thank you for listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. If you wish to support us, visit us on ko-fi.com/Tomes of the Chaos Bard, where you may become a member of our Ko-Fi. There, you can receive special content, such as post-shows, DM deep dives, and exclusive merchandise, such as t-shirts and keychains. There, you may also donate to the Feed the Cast funds, a special way to thank them by buying them dinner for the night. Yum, yum! Other ways you can support us is by sharing us with your friends and family and on social media. Spreading the word about the Tomes of the Chaos Bard is a huge help, and we thank you for your help. Another way you can support us is through 5-star reviews. And with every 5-star review, Solemn the Chaos Bard will give you a shout-out on our Solemn's columns. So stay tuned for those. That is all, folks, and back to the show. You guys all get up there at different times. So Boudreaux and Henley, you walk into this room and you see Fenrir laying down. He seems to be having a hard time breathing. Boudreaux, and you see this wood elf. She has long brown hair that's kind of tied up in a tight bun. And you see her kind of examining him, trying to get him to sip some herbs and whatnot. Boudreaux, when you get up to him, you start seeing a bruising around the neck.
Why? I will. Is she facing like him so she doesn't see us, or?
So you guys come through the door, and to your right, kind of straight right, that's where the bed is, and Della is on the other side of the bed. So you guys come rushing in. She kind of looks up at you, and then like gets back to working.
So Boudreaux runs up to Fenrir and puts his hand on what's her name? Shoulder. Della.
Yeah.
Cool. And he goes, "Thank you." And
Boudreaux, is this the same poison?
Yeah. And then he puts his hand on Fenrir, and he pokes his forehead. Just kidding. It's more gentle.
Boop.
Boop the snoop.
And I will do protection from poison. Do you need me to read it?
Yeah, remind us what it does.
Spell time. So, you touch a creature. If it is poisoned, you neutralize the poison. If more than one poison affects the target, you neutralize one poison that you know is present, or you neutralize one at random. For the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and it has resistance to poison damage.
Okay, thank you. Boop. And you notice, like right when you cast that spell, Fenrir starts breathing regularly, and the black marks around his neck slowly diminish.
Yeah.
But he remains unconscious.
Now that Fenrir is, good,
Mm-hmm.
is that Nerfherder around?
He's still in the room, yes. He is still in the room. And this is when Tick and Roscoe come in as well.
Hanley.
Boudreaux's in the middle of healing him when you guys walk in.
Hanley goes to the Nerfherder.
Okay.
Whatever, his sandy blonde, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And where did you find him? Tell me everything you know. And she kind of grabs his arm and takes him out of the room.
Okay. So as you start taking him out of the room, you hear there's a closet in there as well, and you hear kind of a thud in the closet, and he kind of opens up his eyes, and he's like, Della, thank you for your assistance. Looks like we have it covered here. You may go back. And she's like, well, I just want to test out. He's like, no. And he kind of leaves you and kind of escorts her out and then closes the door behind her.
Henley is just like glaring at him like,
And you
I need information right now.
And you see that he's laser focused. And he goes over to that room, that closet, opens it up, and low-key falls out of it.
What does he have to do with this?
What on earth?
Fenrir, let's jump over to you for a second. So you, Roscoe, yes?
Sorry, real quick. Can I have, like, at this point, gathered my gear on the way back up the stairs?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You had time to gather your gear. You have all your stuff with you.
Perfect.
Boudreaux has all his stuff with him that he had before. Yes.
Sorry.
Nope, you're good. That's a good clarification.
Clarification.
So, Fenrir, you are in darkness, right? You just passed out. And as you passed out, you remember seeing that scarecrow kind of hovering towards you.
Right.
Well, as you blacked out, the scarecrow didn't disappear. The scarecrow is still in your vision and is still coming to you. As it approaches you, it's the same scarecrow that you've seen before.
Okay.
The burlap face of it, it doesn't have eyes or a mouth, but you can see like little indents where an eye would be, kind of concaved, and the sack is kind of folded, so it looks like a mouth type idea, a very crooked mouth. It approaches you, and it says, I have little time, so listen, and listen well. The tiefling Amnon has a proposition for you. For he knows of your tie to the scarecrow. And because of this tie, you are cursed to become one upon your death. We all are bound and trapped in the servitude of the Hag Coven. Our fate is your fate. Once you are fully transformed into a scarecrow, your will becomes theirs. Amnon proposes that for the safe return of Rochelle, the freedom of the lizard folk, and the release of the souls of the scarecrows and yours, you need to find the one called Wick Lennox. He is the key in finding the hidden lair of the Hag Coven deep in the half-pine woods. Word of caution. He is devious, cunning, and dangerous. Cursed as well, though he enjoys his servitude. He is loyal to his masters, but his loyalty lies only with masters who provide luxurious and a lucrative life for him. Another warning I leave you. Leave the wizards out of this. The hags have a heavy eye on them for releasing me. They will only bring more attention to you if you involve them. My time ends. But remember, the closer you are to death, the closer to a scarecrow you become. Back to the room. As the Nerfherder opens up the door, and
We don't have a
low-key
name for him yet, right?
no, we don't.
Do now.
You see him fall on the low-key fall on the ground. Henley, you're like, what does he have to do with this? You hear from behind you a gasp from Fenrir as he awakes. Yes.
Can I be like sitting on top of Fenrir, like in his face?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And you hear a gasp of Fenrir as he awakes. And there's Tick, like inches away from your face.
Wait, come back! I have more questions.
What?
I slap him.
Okay, Tick taps you on the chin.
Boudreaux, find out what Fenrir is about. You are coming with me.
It's just us in the room, right?
Correct.
But look at Henley. I was like, Henley, let's just talk to him here so we're all on the same page.
Fine. What? How did you find him like this? What's going on? Why is Loki tied up?
So as you're talking, he's just focused on Loki. Kind of grabs Loki, gets him in a sitting position, and like slams him against the wall. And he's like, "You will answer my questions. Who was he? I recognize that symbol he wore, and I know what he's done. Where is he?" And
What
Loki,
symbol?
this, not now.
Are you talking about the hand?
And he kind of stops and looks at you. You saw him.
He's the one that gave me the drink.
Hence the poison. So it is who I think it is. He goes back to Loki and he just gives him a strong backhand. Where did he go? And Loki just chuckles under his breath. And the Nerfherder takes off the gag and he's like, "You will tell me. Where did he go?" Loki's like, "I am not telling you anything." And he like spits and he spits out blood.
Funny, this guy hurt you?
I mean,
That's a yes or no answer, Funny.
not like roundabout. If he's with the guy that gave me the drink, then he did. But if he's not, and it sounds like he is.
Yeah. Henley is also fingering a dagger.
Fenrir, don't lie to me. Did he hurt you?
I mean, are you in cahoots with the guy that gave me the drink?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking. I kind of stumble forward and I go tell that to Loki.
Okay. Roscoe, did you have something?
Did. I'd like to do something
Okay.
that's kind of paladin-y.
Ooh.
Paladin power.
Paladin power activate!
Is that anything like Power Ranger power?
Go Paladin.
I would like to use my channel divinity. I'm going to get in the middle of everything here.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm going to use my emissary of peace.
Okay. I feel like we've done this one before, right?
Yes.
I think so. As a bonus action, you grant yourself a +5 bonus to charisma persuasion check for the next 10 minutes. So does that... So I... Basically, I'm going to try and step in and
Schmooze him.
schmooze things over and try and get him to tell us what he knows about, I guess, literally everything.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
So you get a +5 to all charisma checks.
Yeah. Go me.
Is there anything else that does?
Nope. That's
Just
it.
the +5 to charisma.
Yep,
Okay.
for the emissary of peace.
So Fenrir's making his way, kind of pushes Tick off his chest, slowly stumbles up and starts heading towards Loki. Fenrir has been like, "Are you in cahoots with the guy?"
Right.
And then Roscoe does his thing.
Yep, and I think last time we did it, and I kind of want to keep rolling with this, is the armor kind of shimmeries up a little bit.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
perfectly
kinda
fine with
like-
that.
Sparkle, sparkle.
I don't want to...
Not like
not a
Edward
vampire.
Vampire.
No, but just kind of like to... Almost like an aura effect where it kind of helps diminish the animosity, but also kind of like helps... Makes me look bigger or something.
Pay attention to me.
Right.
All
exactly.
eyes on me.
Yeah, exactly.
One,
One,
two, three. All eyes on me.
So I'm gonna get in the middle of step in between the Nerfherder and Loki.
Okay.
I love that we just have
That's
been
a
calling
thing.
him that now.
He's a scruffy Nerfherder.
Welcome.
It was me.
No, but
Who's
I said
scruffy
you
looking?
And so I looked down at Loki and I was like, I don't know this guy, and I'm pretty sure he's willing to kill you. I don't want to see anything happen to anybody, but I need to know what's going on. And my friend's just been poisoned. And if you have any hope of walking out of this room, you're going to tell us everything you need. You know. Because there's more going on than you were probably aware of. And we need to know what's going on. Who are you? Why was he poisoned? And who is your friend that poisoned him? Kind of making, like, whoever this guy's asking about.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion. Tick, you had something?
Yeah, I want to. Well, he's trying to be like an emissary piece. I'm the exact opposite.
Okay.
I want to pull a dagger out and pull my mask down.
Okay.
So that was 18, bringing the total to a 22. No, bringing the total to a 29.
I was going to say,
20, 27. I can math. Total
Maths
to
are hard.
27.
Nice. Okay. You see Loki. He kind of looks around. He looks at Nerfherder, and he also glances back and sees.
I do have my hammer actively in my one hand, but it's not like...
Threatening?
It's not threatening, but it's very clear that if I have to do something, I will, but I don't want to.
Gotcha. And he spits out blood again. And he's just like, it doesn't matter. Whether you kill me now or later, they'll eventually kill me.
Who's they?
And you can kind of tell that he's being hesitant on talking.
So-
and he keeps glancing over to a nearby window.
Shut the curtains.
I was gonna see. I wanted to see if I could do a perception check to see what he was looking at through the curtains.
It's obvious he's looking over in the corner where the window is.
Right, but I wanted to see if I could see
If there's
what
anything
he
out
was-
there. I'll tell you right now, you kind of glance over there, you
Can't see anything.
don't see anything.
Well, while I am doing this, I'm also going to use my, just kind of as an effort to really get him to, for lack of a better word, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Use my first level cure wounds. And
Okay.
just kind of ease the pain a little bit and say, look, I'm trying to help here. Let me, give us something. So I'm going to do that, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to look at him. Who's going to kill you?
Okay. So before you're able, because this is a touch
Yes.
spell, before you do that, Nerfherder just grabs your hands and kind of pulls you back. He's like, he doesn't deserve that. You're not going to get an answer from him for curing him.
I'm going to turn to Henley. Henley, will you escort this nice gentleman out of the room, please?
I am not going anywhere. He will give me answers.
He will give me answers before he will give you answers.
I am not leaving this room. He destroyed, the person he's working with destroyed my life, and I will have my answers.
And we're trying to help get those answers, but the way you're going about it is clearly not helping.
And you think you can do better by healing him, by making him more, giving him more strength so he can escape.
He's not going to give us anything if he's dead, and he's not going to escape with all of us standing here. This little goblin dude's ready to shank him at any point. He's not going anywhere, but let us try and get some answers out of him in a reasonable fashion instead of just beating the crap out of him.
The longer we take to get the answers, the farther
So
away
shut
he
your
will
mouth
be
and
away.
let us talk to him.
While they're arguing, can I have pulled the curtains and snuck back over to the other guy or to Loki and be like, "Does your hat funny?"
Okay, so you and Nerfherder, Roscoe, they're just arguing. He is staunch. He's not moving anywhere. Henley, are you trying to get him out of the room?
Hanley goes into her bag,
Mm-hmm.
pulls out her dad's journal,
Mm-hmm.
opens to the page that has the hidden hand symbol on it,
Mm-hmm.
and shows him, "Is this what you're looking for?"
Okay, we'll get to that. Tick, during their argument and talking, you get up and he kind of like leans away from you as you get closer to him.
Yeah, I'm ugly.
And you kind of have I imagine you have a dagger in his face.
Yes.
Okay.
Like right underneath the chin.
And he like leans away for a second, but then he like leans towards the dagger and puts it right against his chin. Like he's the one who did it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yes. Yes. Roscoe.
Okay. Can we reevaluate where everybody is and what's happening?
Yeah. I imagine, this is how I imagine it. He pulled you away, Nerfherder, pulled you away to not cure him.
Right.
So you're kind of facing him. Henley's there trying to show him the journal. Hey,
Henley
he's
probably
arguing with
grabbed
you.
Nerfherder's arm.
And so that's kind of Fenrir. You were walking up to Loki as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see Tick because you're paying attention.
Okay.
And you see Loki kind of lean towards the dagger. Boudreaux, what are you kind of doing in this situation?
I'm watching.
Watching? Okay.
Yeah.
Roscoe.
Okay. So at this point, I'm realizing that we've gone left field on this whole situation. And since I didn't get to use my last spell, I'm going to use this spell. And I am going to cast in the room calm emotions.
Calm emotions.
Trying to get everyone to calm down, including myself, because I've realized, hey, you know what, I'm
Okay.
a little out of norm for Roscoe, trying to get, the Nerfherder to calm down a bit, and low key to get the knife out of his throat. And
I'm not
Well,
calm.
as of right now, you don't see that.
okay, but it would still. I mean,
Everybody, because it's a
20-foot radius, so
yeah.
so
everybody's
everyone,
affected. by
Everyone
this.
would be affected for it. So
They just have to make a saving throw. Correct. Go ahead and read that. to us.
yeah, so you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere set on a point you choose, which is just going to be on me. Within range, must make a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail this saving throw if it wishes. If a creature fails its saving throw, choose one of the following two effects. You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. Or alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that it's hostile towards.
Okay, I'm guessing you're going to go with the second one.
C.
Okay. What is the saving throw they have to beat?
15.
15. Okay. So as you're casting this spell, low key, or we'll go with Nerfherder and Henley, and you show him the thing, and it's a hand that's like a misty, smoky hand.
And it's hand drawn.
Yeah, a hand drawn hand. Yes. And he recognizes it. He's like, yes, that is it. Tick.
Is he not suspicious of me at all?
You can kind of see a little suspicion, but he's confirming that's the symbol. Tick. Loki just told you, yes, he did.
So what do
So Fenny can see that. Where's
I
Fenny
can
in
see the
relation to me?
dagger go, right?
Yeah,
I can see him lean in.
Tick has come up. You saw the whole lean in and everything.
Okay.
Tick is about to do whatever Tick is going to do.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna say, Tick, don't give him that satisfaction.
Everybody roll me the charisma saving throw.
I fail.
You choose to fail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm not. I'm still calm, so I'll fail.
Okay.
I failed.
Does the spell let you know who's failed and who's saved?
I think it should.
I think it does.
I failed too.
What?
On
Well, I'll
purpose?
just like voluntarily fail.
Well, I didn't volunteer. I rolled.
Oh.
I
and
rolled
failed.
too. Yeah.
I rolled and failed.
Oh, I
it
got
doesn't specify it, but I'm assuming so because it gives me the options to choose if they failed, what affects them. So I'm assuming.
I think if it doesn't say it, I don't know. DM roll.
Because it's hard because there is spells specifically that
I know,
says
like
if they
the
fail or succeed.
Zone of truth or something
Yeah.
will identify that directly, but I don't know if this
Yeah.
one does.
I'm gonna rule that since it doesn't,
Come.
that you don't know, but you could definitely tell by their
Body language. and
bodily
stuff.
language. So roll me an insight and see who still seems aggressive. Yes, tick.
So it's calm emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was never heightened, so would that affect me any differently?
It makes you
Can I-
feel indifferent.
I was already indifferent to this, other than if it affected Fenny.
Okay.
Are you considered a humanoid?
Yes.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
Yeah. So yeah, your emotions really haven't changed, but they don't escalate either because of the spell.
Okay.
So 13.
Okay. You can tell that the majority of everybody has failed because you can see the demeanor in their faces change, except low key.
Great.
Henley.
And as you look over low key, you see Tick has a knife to his chin. Okay, Henley, what were you going to say?
Henley talking to Nerfherder and says, "You aren't the only one whose life was changed by this."
That's why it makes it important that we get the information from him.
And you should trust Roscoe to get that information. You and I can talk in the hall. Roscoe can handle this.
Roll me a persuasion. Roscoe.
Can I have an advantage?
Because of the calm emotions?
Sure.
Yeah.
Roscoe.
Oh, I was just dabbing. Because you're
dabbing.
saying something nice about me.
That's a 13.
Okay. So he kind of like
Wait, no, I didn't roll
It's
twice.
like I only heard one roll there.
Oh, 15.
okay.
15.
So he kind of lifts his hands up. He's like, I will let your friend do what he does, but I am not leaving.
I think it will be best we won't leave the building.
I'm
We
not
can-
leaving this room,
You need to
but
leave the room.
I will stand back.
Go put your nose in the corner. Think about what you've done here.
Henley closes the journal and sticks it back in her bag.
And he walks over and just sits on. He's pacing by the bed.
Henley's just watching him, like just making sure he doesn't rush Loki.
Okay. Roscoe, you see the knife to Loki's throat.
I'm gonna walk over.
Fenrir you just heard Fenrir go, don't do it.
Don't give him the satisfaction.
Thank you.
Fenny, you tell me what to do.
Boudreaux.
Fenrir obviously still looks a little beat up, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna do cure wounds on him
Okay.
from behind. Just
Okay.
touch him.
If you want me to carve him up, I will make him look very pretty in a different way.
Not,
If you don't,
not
I will
yet.
not. Not
And he'll emphasize the yet. Like, not yet.
Roscoe. Oh, sorry.
I'll growl for you.
I can't in that voice.
You got 11 healing.
So I'm gonna walk over, and I'm gonna put my hand on Tick's shoulder
Okay.
and ask Tick politely to put the knife away and get off of him because
Okay.
you're sitting on him, right?
I'm not sitting on
He's
him.
right next to him.
You're
He's
just
not
standing
sitting.
next to him. Okay,
Correct.
you were sitting on Fenny though.
I'm
Correct.
sitting on him,
Earlier.
yeah.
Earlier,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over and I'm put my hand on this guy and ask him put the knife away, or at least off of his throat.
I'll pull it away, but I want to nick him as I pull it away.
Okay. He flinches a little bit.
And then I'm gonna turn around and cure wounds on him. Is that
Okay.
the one that I have? I don't remember. It's one of those ones.
Is it the one
Yes,
that?
the cure wounds.
Okay.
So, but I'm only doing the first level.
Okay.
I don't.
I will remind you as well, as a paladin, you do have that pool of resources.
Yeah, I used all of those resources
To heal Hurla.
to heal Hurla.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Thank you for the reminder.
So, it's gonna be 13. No, 11. I know math.
11 health.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can help you. I don't know what your issue is with Fenrir, but we can help you. Let us help you, but we need to know what's going on, because I have a feeling that this is bigger than just something between you and Fenrir. And there's a lot going on out in the world right now, and the world needs everybody on the good guy's side and not on the bad guy's side. Tell us what you know, and let's figure something out. And I still have my thing, so I'd like to roll for that.
Yep, go ahead.
It's 21.
Okay. He kind of sighs. He's like, I'm not getting... On one condition, I will tell you everything.
Okay.
You
And that-
kill me afterwards.
Done.
And that's where we're going to end the episode. Thank you guys for listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Big shout out to D.A. Nichols for writing our songs and music for us. And a big shout out to Coltrane Compositions for remastering our song if you want to check out his stuff. And he has a lot of different soundtracks for different RPGs. Go check out his stuff at coltranecompositions.com. Also another shout out to Realmwalker, Monument Studios, freesound.org, and Tabletop Audio for our additional songs and music. And sound effects. I am DM Dave, and to the right I have...
Fenrir.
Roscoe.
Took.
Boudreaux.
And Henley.
And until next time, we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye!